we have an event coming up in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm hoping that Mazaffer has the flyer ready for the next call, because I want to say this is an opportunity, because it's called Playbook. And this event is going to be giving you all of our plays for 2026. We're going to share with you exactly what our plans are for 2026 to help you become successful. Think about this time next year. December, let's go into December 2026. Where are you going to be? Are you going to be one of these people that have ranked advanced to the level of, say, even diamond, where you're making between $5,000 and $10,000 a month? Because Mazaffer only showed you two ways we get paid. There are three more ways that are very significant. So when you look at this, you go, okay, I got a game plan. I got it all laid out for 2026. All I have to do is show up, train like crazy so that you can get that touchdown at the end of the year. And I know Mazaffer's laughing right now because I'm using sports analogies, and you become who you hang out with. For years he hung out with me. I was on stage speaking training. He was taking notes. And guess what? The roles have reversed. He's up on stage. I'm taking notes now. And I'm such, when he says I'm like a second mom, I'm so proud of that, because that's an honor. Because if you ever met his mother, he holds her in the highest levels of respect and honors her in such a beautiful way. And I just got chills even saying that, because I wish more men would treat their mothers, their partners, the way Mazaffer does. He treats his wife like a goddess, and his daughters are raised to be respectful and caring and loving. They're just, I'm Nana to them. So it tells you our closeness and our friendship is more than just business. This is personal to me, because I want every one of you trained by this gentleman, because I've never met anyone in my career who cares more about your success than him. And that's what we're going to go into. So, Mazaffer, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I know that everyone is so busy with holidays, and they're buying gifts and they're doing all this stuff. And I'm going, oh my gosh, if people would just understand, you have the gift of a lifetime to give to people by just signing up in Viago this month and getting that getaway. Take your family on a 7-night, 8-day vacation and let Viago pay for that for you. What a great gift. My son told me this, and I just want to tell you that my son is going through a really horrific divorce right now, and he has custody of my two grandchildren. And he taught me this a few years ago. He said, "Mom, don't just buy presents." He goes, "Let's buy memories. Let's go on a vacation together." And this was before Viago. And I thought, that is so true. Because, when we leave this planet and go to heaven and meet our maker and all of this, the one thing we can take with us is our memories. We can't take all the things we buy. You may have fancy cars and big homes and a lifestyle that may be great, but how are your memories? How are your core memories? The memories that really matter. Rika, and it's so fun because she's my best friend, and we're traveling the world together now. We've been to Vietnam. She's been to the Philippines now. We just got back from Cabo, and now we're booked to go to Dubai and the Philippines again. And so it's like when you start looking at what this has to offer, it's memories, the core ones, the ones that matter. The day-to-day things that you're doing today, are they going to create the memories for tomorrow? And Mazaffer, I'm so excited that this call, because I know you're going to focus in on how a new person can invite people to get on the calls, because we're going to be doing calls all the rest of this month to end 2025 strong. But we want to help as many people get their Club 6 done. And you could be brand new today and have Club 6 done by next week, before Christmas, because you're offering the gift of a vacation, a getaway that people would love to have. It's an incredible gift. That wasn't something that was offered to me when I got started. This is our holidays special gift to you. So with Mazafar, with that, will you share with everybody how they can benefit from getting the getaway, getting Club Six done, and setting 2026 to be their best year ever? So back to you, partner.
Thank you, and thank you for all the kind words, and I love working with you. I really do. Like it's like one of the best parts of the business. It's like, and we talk every day. It's like we start our day touching base with each other. Literally, like I'm taking the girls to school and I drop them off, and my first call is my business partner. I call Sherry, and we talk about, hey, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, and do you guys have a partner that and if you're brand new, right, the person that introduced you can be your partner. You know how great it is to have a workout partner that has the same focus as you do. And so Sherry said that we're going to talk about, how to invite. We're going to talk about the Getaway Club Six, but we're going to talk about how to have a better 2026. I want to start in that segment really quickly because, and I hope that you guys have your team on this Zoom, because I promise you afterwards, you're going to wish that more of them were here. It always happens. And I'm not saying it because it's me or because it's Sherry. It's just because specialized knowledge is what you want your team to have. So I just want to talk real quickly about 2026 and 2025. Oh, so one of my favorite books, and if you've been around me for a little while, you know what it is. It's called Think and Grow Rich. It's one of my favorite books. Like I have so many copies of this book everywhere. I carry it with me. I've got multiple copies. I actually have my very first version that I ever bought right here. I've got another one right here. And a lot of times when I get ready to train, I prepare. I want to prepare for you. My brain is thinking, we're coming to a close of the year. I want to be able to help you have a better 2026. How do I do it? And I kid you not, I always believe that God loves me, because whenever I'm looking for something to be able to help people, I end up finding it faster than I could ever imagine. And again, I'm not, please don't think that I think that I'm so good that God talks through me. I'm not that good. But I do think that, sometimes I get help. So I'll tell you this. I was looking this morning on what I was going to do. And Sherry, we never talked about this, but when you said how to have 2026 be better, I'm going, how did she know? Like, how did she know what I was focused on? And we didn't talk about this morning. So there's a section in the book that talks about take an inventory of yourself. And it talks about looking over the last year. And it said a person, three things happen. Three things are going to happen for all of you in 2026. Three things. One of three. You're either going to go ahead, you're going to stand still, or you're going to go backwards. Those are the only three things. Gigi was like, I ain't going backwards. I'm with you, Gigi. I'm with you. I'm the same way as you. I'm just telling you that this is the masses. You either, and so we're going to spend some time how to make sure you don't go backwards today. That's how I want to start. And Sherry, I'm going to go through some of these, and I would love for you to chime in on them, but we're going to go forward. See, when you do a self-analysis at the end of each year, you can include your New Year's resolutions so you have improvements based on the analysis, if that makes sense, right? So in this self-analysis, number one, I hope you guys have a notepad and pen. So number one is, have I attained the goal that I established as my objective for this year? So when you started 2025, where we are now, have you obtained the goal? Now, this is not for you to be depressed or anything. It's just, okay. So then what you need to do, if the answer is no, then obviously we're setting the goal for 2026, and you should work with a definite yearly objective to be attained as a major part of your life's objective. So what's going to happen is you need to write it out. Like you need to put for 2026, I'm going to make a clear, definite goal of what I want to obtain. And I'm going to help you with that. There's a goal that you want to obtain by the end of the year and then work it backwards. If your goal is diamond, then diamond by December 2026, then where do you need to be by August? Where do you need to be by June? Where do you need to be by April? Where do you know what I mean? Like maybe do first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, break it down into 4 of where you need to be. And that's how you're going to have a better year if you plan, because we've all heard that no one plans on failing. Nobody does. But if you fail to plan, it's identical to planning on failing. If you fail to plan, it's identical to planning on failing. It's insane, but it's real. So number 1 is that. Number 2, ask yourself this: have I delivered service of the best possible quality of which I was capable? Or could I have improved any part of this service? Sherry, for number 2, you better write yes. Like for Sherry, talk about someone that's delivered service of the best possible quality. And the reason I say that, she gets up an hour before the morning Zoom. She dresses impeccably. She prepares. She's the one, Sherry's the one before every Zoom that's texting people. While I'm starting the Zoom, she's messaging people going, "Are you on? Where are you? Hey, where are you? Hey, are you getting on? Hey." The question is, have you? So it would be, have I, right? Have I delivered service of the best possible quality of which I was capable? There's very few people that can look at themselves in the last 12 months and say, yes. Sherry, for a fact, on number 2, write yes in capital letters with an exclamation point, because you have delivered that. Or could I improve any part of this service? Now, that's number 2. Number 3 is, have I delivered service in the greatest possible quantity? The first was quality. Sherry's quality of service has been there. Number 3, quantity of which I was capable. Have I been on as many Zooms as I could have? Have I been at as many trainings as I could have? Have I quantity to the best of my ability? Sherry, you better put yes for number 3. I'm just saying. No, like I'm just letting you know. Number 2 and number 3, it's yes in capital letters. And for you, those of y'all listening to this, the question you have to ask yourself is, have I delivered the service in the greatest possible quantity of which I was capable? Sherry, could you chime in on those 2? I've got a full list to go through, but have I delivered service to the best possible quality of which I was capable, and quantity of which I was capable?
You know that I'm so glad you started with all that, because that is something that when I got started in this business, I love the fact that they didn't care that I was a Montessori teacher, that I had zero background in sales and marketing. And now it's become, my talent. I've learned so much over the last 38 years in this industry. But one of the things that is having ourselves be accountable is people are not used to that. They're used to having a boss. We're trained from being in school to have somebody tell us what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and everything else. Very few people are self-motivated. I mean, I don't ever have to call Gigi, who is in the Netherlands, to be on a call. I don't, because she always shows up. Same thing with Rika, same thing with Shar. I could go through the list of people that are on this call. I don't ever have to, Sandra, I don't have to reach out to her. They're self-motivated. For some of you that are going, well, I'm busy, I've got things going on. That's what this is for. I set timers for myself. I'm 72 years old and I still set timers of when each call is to make sure I'm on time because I'm planning success principles. I'm looking at what I can do to be better, even at this age. Like some of you are going, man, she's 72. She should be sitting in a rocking chair by now, it's enjoying life, but why would you want to retire on life? When people say I'm retired, I'm like, to me, that's a death sentence. That is something like you're just saying, I'm giving up on life. Life is about contribution. It's about how we can be better every single day until the day we cross over to the higher levels of life, and to me, death is not a death sentence. It's just you graduate to another level. That's just my philosophy. That's my 2 cents. It doesn't mean it's yours, but for all of us on this business, you need to treat this as your business. Viago is yours the minute you sign up. And that's why I can't wait to go into this a little more. This Club 6 is the best-selling tool you will have. I see Sarah on here, and I met her in Cabo when we were there there was almost 1,000 of us in Cabo. I mean, everywhere you went, you saw Viago signs, and if you were jet skiing, people had their Viago banner, Viago Fest banners. If you were out on four-wheelers or just playing, at the pool or whatever, everyone had green on. But the last night that we had this gorgeous, it was called with this 360 view on the top of this gorgeous hotel where we had all of our people with a band we flew in, and it was just like all these wonderful things. And at the end, Jesse McPherson, who's also a co-founder in the company, invited my husband and I to go to this sushi restaurant to celebrate his mom who had gone to heaven, and that was her favorite restaurant, and we went there. I go in, and you talk about God's timing. I just love God's timing because there's something about when like, who would have thought I needed to use the ladies' room. I go to the ladies' room. I come out. I'm washing my hand, and this vibrant person comes out. We start chatting. I bring her over the table, introduce her to everybody, and we exchange numbers and all this. And she's in real estate, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Who Rika is personally sponsored by me. I said, Rika, who is a top realtor in New Jersey. I mean, she's got awards and everything else for being an amazing real estate person who does Viago part-time, but with a full-time attitude. I said, Rika, you need to call Sarah. I said, the two of you are in real estate, and now Sarah's been on, I think this is the third time Sarah's been on our calls, and we're getting to know each other. And this is how beautiful when people say, Muzaffar, I don't have anybody to call. Just go meet some people, and I would love if you would share with people how to invite people and how to go out and meet strangers and make them your friends and business partners, so that's why I'm so excited about what we're doing, because bottom line, what you're saying, this is a commitment to yourself. This is you saying that 2025 is over. I'm starting 2026. And I'm going to have a new mindset. My new mindset is I'm a magnet for people that want to get positive, motivated people that want to make a difference in the world. I'm a magnet to those people. I'm drawing them into my life. And if you don't have runners in your team yet, I'm talking to the people that are already signed up, and maybe they just signed up this week, start attracting them. Start seeing that you are going to have people, like-minded people that want to run with you, because we are going to hit it big. I've got a plan to go Black Diamond in 2026. That's my plan. To do that, I have to help a lot of people. And guess what? I don't care if you're part of my team or not. You're part of Viago. The bigger we can make Viago and better, because I believe in cooperative marketing. I don't believe in just working with your team. I believe in working with everyone. I've done this my whole career. I build the company first, and guess what? I've been able to reach the top of many companies because of that. I don't worry about. I just did a shout out to Melanie, who is in Florida. I mean, she's not in my team, but she's part of my community. And I'm so happy to see all of you on this call, because a lot of people and so many of you that have stayed on, I'm so happy that you are prioritizing your future today. You're making you special. And guess what? When Mazaffar's talking, I'm writing notes. I'm taking notes. After 38 years in this industry, he reminds me stuff I've taught that I've forgotten. And that's why I love this business so much, and really do appreciate you getting on. I wore my Christmas colors and sparkly earrings for all of you because I want to celebrate you. And I can't wait to see where you're going to be this time next year. So back to you, Muzaffar.
I appreciate it. And listen, as you take the time and go through this and you're focusing on next year, that means that we have to change some of the things that we did. Like, we have to, and start it now. Like, don't wait till January 1st, right? Like, Sherry's already got a plan for next year, her rank, her what have you. And if you end up doing the same things that we're doing, like, I've got my goals all written out, I start the activity today. Like, it's one of those that when I was looking back at my last year going and there's a lot of these on here, and I can't read through all of them today. I'm just giving you an idea of a few. There's 28 of them. I'm not going to go through 28 of them, but one of them was, have I permitted the habit of procrastination to decrease my efficiency? So basically, have I let being procrastinating, like people put off till later what they could be doing right now? And that's one of the things. So Sherry just said she sets a timer for all the presentations, and you heard it. So are you going to do it when this Zoom is done? Set a timer for all the upcoming Zooms, put it in your schedule, or are you going to go, I'll do it later, right? So when we start doing these things, it's going to set up what we want to do going into the next year. So let's talk about how to really take advantage of what's coming in the next few days to what's coming in January. So if we're going to finish December strong, right? If you're going to finish December strong, what do you need, right? There are needs and there are wants. What is it that you need? Well, this is my brain. I need to be Club 6. That should be a need. And people go, okay, Muzaffar, well, what does this do for me? Well, it puts $600 in your account, right? That's what this does. It puts $600 in your account. If you did what we did and you spent the $450 plus the $49 and you're basically spending $500, this takes care of this. So 6 takes care of what you spent. The second thing that this does is it makes my 99 free. And I want free. I want free for 2026. That's what I want. So if you're going, well, then I need Club 6, Muzaffar. So once you've established the need, the next question is how? How do I get this? Whether you've been in Viago for a year, or you've been in Viago for 6 months, or you've been in Viago for 1 week, it doesn't matter. The how is the same. The how is, obviously, you need 6 people that will say yes. So we need 6 to say yes and join. Okay, well, how does that work? Well, if you need 6 to say yes and join, how many people do we need to present to? I don't know. For me, a safe number is 20. And you might be going, what? I got to present to 20 to get 6? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe your first 6 will all say yes. I don't know. But I want to manage my own expectations. I would rather work harder, like, and smarter. Like, I'd rather overshoot it and make it than undershoot it and miss. So if I manage my brain to going, I need to present to 20. So I have 20 people to present. I need to present 20 people to present. Well, that means that how many appointments do we need? Well, 20 appointments. Well, that means that you think that when you set up 20 appointments, all 20 people will show for sure. I'm just telling you, there's going to be cancellations. It's just life. So my brain would say 35. I would do 35 appointments. And that means that I would call 50 people. That means that I would make a list of 100. Now, here's the fun part. Is this the real numbers? No. Could it be? Yes. You could make a list of 100, call 50, and have all 50 show up and have 50 presentations. Now, the one thing I'll tell you is you may get this, and this, but nobody gets 100% on 50 presentations. And if you do, you are the best this industry has ever seen. And I love it. And then you can teach us, because I want to follow what you're doing, because I can't wait for that. There's going to be somebody that comes in and does that. That's going to say, hey, I said this, did this. I made a list of 100. I made 50 calls. I did 50 appointments. I presented to 50 and all 50 signed up. Now, for the rest of us in the world that are normal human beings, you're going to have some phone calls. Not everybody's going to want to see a presentation, and you have to be okay. You have to be okay with it. And then you're going to set appointments, and you're going to have some people that'll need to reschedule, some people that couldn't make it, some people that what have you, and you have to be okay with that. And you're going to have people that you present to, and there are going to be some people that are going to say yes, but they're still going to think about it. There's some people that are going to say not now. There are some people that are going to find a reason not to do it, and you have to be okay with it. And you're going to get 6 to join, and you're going to be club 6. And then what we're going to do is we're going to help them do the same while we're following up and helping you build a bigger team. This is the activity. So if you're looking at this as we worked it backwards, this is what we want to get done. This is the people we need to present to. Now, again, if your first 6 say yes, congrats. If you talk to 10 and 6 say yes, congrats. I'm just telling you. Look at this as at least I have a good game plan on what I need to do. If you have not finished Club 6 yet, ask yourself, is this the work that you've done? And if your answer is yes, then for you, maybe we got to talk to more people and set more appointments. Like whatever it is, this is just a quick guide. So the question then becomes, how? Well, how to make a list is pretty simple. You can take the names off of your phone. Don't prejudge anybody and put it on paper. Do not leave it in your phone, number one. Number two, how do I make the calls? And that's where the fun begins. That's where people have the most fear. And I'm going to tell you, it's the funnest to do them right now because everybody is like literally talking to people because it's holiday season, right? So you could call and go, hey, Sandra, how are you? I'm great, Muzaffar. How are you? Great. Hey, listen, just wanted to wish you a happy holidays and connect with you really quickly. Sandra, I know that you've been working in timeshare, and I just got a quick question for you. There's so many, listen, there's not one of these scripts that are perfect, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving you some examples. And it depends on your relationship with the person. But hey, Sandra, I got a quick question for you. Are you keeping your career and business options open, or are you happy with where you're at?
Um, I'll always look at something.
And so now people feel the need that they have to go into the presentation. And I'd sit there and go, perfect, Sandra, listen, I know we're a little pressed for time. What I want to do is set up a quick 30 to 40 minutes where I can introduce you to my business partner. They're going to show you our company, our growth, the fun. And I mean the fun, Sandra, that we have, and the travel, which you're already used to. And we'll show you what it is. And if you like what you see, great. And if not, no big deal. I just need to know, when can we carve out a quick 30 to 40 minutes today or tomorrow? What works better for you?
Um, Tomorrow works better for me.
Tomorrow, morning, afternoon, or evening?
Afternoon.
Afternoon, amazing. Is it an early afternoon, like 1 or 2 o'clock, or a late afternoon, like 4 or 5?
Probably around 3 o'clock would work the best.
So I'll make that work. That's awesome. So let's do 3 o'clock. You're on Pacific time. I'm on Mountain. It's 4 o'clock my time. That's amazing. What I'll do is I'll send you a quick link, and then you can meet on there. I'm going to introduce you to one of my business partners. I'm so excited for you to see everything. Sandra, listen, do me a favor. Have a notepad and pen with you, because you're going to want to jot down some of this information. It's absolutely incredible. Listen, I'm excited to see you in a few hours. Great connecting with you quickly. And I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your morning.
Merry Christmas, Muzaffar.
Merry Christmas. Well, I'm gonna Merry Christmas you in a few hours. Like, we're talking. Don't worry. I'm gonna see you again. I'll see you soon. Have a great morning. Right? I could call somebody and I could do it in a whole different way, right? Like, some of you guys, like, you stick with a certain way, and it doesn't have to be. You could change it up and change it up and change it up and keep it really simple. If I called my friend Bob and I just said, hey, Bob, how are you? Or if I texted him going, hey, Bob, I need 5 minutes of your time. When do you have a few? And he goes, Muzaffar, I'm good right now. Go, great. I'm calling. Hey, Bob, how are you? I'm great, Muzaffar. How are you? Fantastic. Hey, Bob, listen, right now, I just partnered with a company that's in the process of growing significantly all over the United States with a focus on the East Coast. And I know that you and Rika have amazing contacts out there. Bob, just a quick question. Do you know anyone that is open to working with people, traveling, having fun, and making money out in that East Coast area? Do you know anyone like that that's out there?
Yeah, I know quite a few people there.
Man, that's awesome. Bob, quick question. Are you open to referral bonuses? Because our company gives them.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Perfect. Listen, do me a favor. Let me know. Do you have 2 or 3 referrals for me, or like 5 to 10?
I think I have about 4 to 8 referrals, like people I know.
Perfect, man. How soon could you send it over to me? Because I've made a commitment to help with the growth, because we're exploding at an unbelievable rate. Is there a way you could send it to me today or at the latest tomorrow? Bob, it would mean the world to me.
Yeah, I'll get it to you by tonight.
Dude, you're the best. How is Rika?
She's doing great. She's excited.
Man, dude,
Yeah,
send her my love. Appreciate you, my friend. And I'll touch bases with you tonight just to make sure that I can, and it's okay, I can use your name that you referred me, correct?
Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yep.
Amazing. Thanks, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll connect with you tonight.
Sounds good, brother. Thanks.
All right. Bye. And some of you guys think, well, he didn't say me, or he didn't say, I want to know more of what it is. It's not always going to go perfect. It doesn't matter what he says. I'll take referrals all day long, because now let's say that he referred me to, Christine. So he refers me to Christine Nelson, who I end up connecting with, and I show her the business. And she's like, oh my God, I love this. This is amazing. This is incredible. And she's got a permagrin the whole time, and she's ready to go. And I message Bob back going, hey, buddy, something incredible happened with one of your referrals. Let me know when you have 5 minutes. I want to share it with you. Hey, Muzaffar, I got time now for you anytime, man. I call him up and I go, hey, Bob, listen, bud. So Christine, who you sent me, man, she's absolutely amazing. loves what our company has and where it's going. Quick question for you, Bob. Are you open? You're obviously open to the referral bonus. Is that all you want is a referral bonus? Or if I could find a way to pay you more aggressively, would that be something that would interest you?
Yeah, definitely. I'd be interested in knowing.
Well, let's do this. Let me show you what I've got going on. I'm going to introduce you to one of my business partners. We'll run through our company, our growth, our compensation. And after you see what you see, if you like it and want to take a bigger role with us, great. If not, just keep referring people. It's no big deal. Do you want to do that today or tomorrow? Because I don't want you to miss out on what we're about to do with Christine. So would today or tomorrow work better for you?
Yeah, I think tomorrow's better. Yeah.
Tomorrow, fantastic. Morning, afternoon, or evening?
I'm available probably around 4 Eastern time.
Or Eastern, perfect, man. I'll make that work. Right. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I can do this all day long. I could send somebody a message. My friend Gigi is in the Netherlands and I see her always posting. So I send her a private message going, hey, Gigi, I know we're friends, but we're really not friends. I love seeing your posts. It looks like you have a lot of connections that are out there. Can I ask you a quick question, Gigi? Being in the Netherlands and having so many connections, my company right now is in the process of expanding in Europe, and I'm looking for people that love working with people, traveling the world, having fun and making money. Do you know someone like that in the Netherlands that would be open-minded to business? Question mark, send. And Gigi, if that's what you got, the first thing Gigi would do, she'd read it and she'd go, who is this guy again? And she'd go look at my Instagram or my Facebook. And what she would see, she'd go, oh, okay, this is, they seem legit. And what would be the message, Gigi, if I sent that to you that you would text back to me?
I would say, can you please tell me more? Literally.
Would that be it? And you'd hit send?
Yes, based on your profile, that's what I would say.
Okay, then I would message back going, Gigi, are you looking for more information for yourself or for referrals for me? What is your mindset at this point? Question mark, send.
Both, actually, depending on what you have to bring.
Amazing. Gigi, what I want to do is connect you with one of my business partners. Her name is Sherry. She is an icon in my industry. I want to connect you to one of my business partners. Her name is Shar. She's absolutely phenomenal. I want to connect you to one of my business partners. Her name is Melanie. You're going to absolutely love her. She's fantastic. I want to connect you to one of my, it would be a woman. Why? I'm a guy. I want to connect her with a woman. I bring down all guards at that moment. And now she knows that, okay, this is getting more and more legit and more real. And he's bringing on a business partner and it's a woman and there's nothing funny about this. And then I go, Gigi, what I'd love to do is introduce you to this person, Shar. She is one of the ladies that's helping us really expand Europe. And what I want to do is set up a Zoom where we can run through our company, our growth, our compensation, our training program, and we can find out more about you. And if we like what we see with you and you like what you see with us, we can go from there. And if not, Gigi, no big deal. So does a Zoom with Shar work better tomorrow, Gigi, or on Monday? What works better for you? Question mark, send.
Tomorrow.
Perfect. Morning, afternoon, or evening? Question mark, send.
Let's do the afternoon.
Afternoon. Perfect. Would that be early afternoon, like a 1 or 2, or later afternoon, like a 4 or 5? Question mark, send.
Definitely a 4 or 5.
Perfect. Let's do 5 o'clock your time in the Netherlands. I'll confirm it with Shar. I'm excited. Here is the Zoom link. Do you need a reminder or do you normally keep your appointments 100%? Question mark, send.
100%.
That's what I sensed from looking at your profile. By the way, you've done amazing content. Congratulations on everything you've done thus far. I'm excited for you to meet Shar and for us to get to know you better. I will see you at 5 o'clock Netherlands time on this Zoom. Have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. Take care. See you soon. Smiley emoji, waving, high five. I do some sort of emoji, whatever. Send. I could do this all day. All day. Sherry, any additions to inviting and language?
I've been so busy messaging everybody that I just posted, so worth your time investment. What this is right now, because all of you that are on here have made a decision to give up this time chunk in your day to learn, and the information that you've shared, Muzaffar, is priceless, because that's exactly what we do. And like when I met Sarah in Cabo, I didn't tell her all about the presentation. I set her up with Rika, who is like-minded. They both do real estate. They're both successful. And that is the same thing here is finding out. And we have so much more to teach and train. That's why it's so important to be at Playbook, either in Arizona in January or in Dubai in February, which I'm going to be at both. And Muzaffar is going to be teaching. Everything that you're getting here is just the tip of the iceberg of becoming great in this industry and learning more and more. And I cannot wait. Muzaffar, I'm so excited about your book coming out. I'm probably going to be your biggest promoter, because that is going to help people have it in hand. All the things that you're teaching right now, he's putting in the book to teach people how to become successful, not just in this industry, in anything that you do. And that's why I'm thrilled with this, because I'm seeing a lot of your responses, and I'm watching the new people that have stayed on, which tells me a lot. And I truly believe that 2026 is not only going to be your year, but it's going to be our breakout year with Viago. Most companies in our industry don't even make it their first year. Not only have we made it, we've excelled. We've excelled so much. Think about 46 countries your first year. I mean, I know companies that have been around 20, 30 years that aren't in 46 countries yet. So when you look at what we have to offer, and we're growing, and we will be one day in every country in the world, and some of you are helping pioneer that. I know a lot of you that are on this call are not from North America. My suggestion is start in your list of people that you're putting into your, contact base. Look for people in North America. Yes, we have more benefits here. We started here. In your country, we may not have everything, but we do have travel down. That, and when you look at the companies out there that we're competing with, we're light years ahead of. If somebody says they're in a travel, we're getting people from other travel companies joining in to Viago, because we have so much more. So don't be proud of what we have here. If you're brand new and you're going, wow, she's very passionate about what she's talking about. Yeah, because I see the future. I know where we're going. I believe wholeheartedly that everyone on this call could be a black diamond. It's your mindset. You have to believe it. I can believe all I want, but you have to believe it. So Muzaffar, one of the things that I would love for you to hit on is getting people on these Zoom calls, because we're working all the way through the end of the year. We've got so many. I mean, we've got a whole list, and I know Shar has the list of the calls that we're going to be doing through the rest of the year. She's going to post it in the chat for us, so that you can see how many calls we're doing. And then we're doing one-on-ones. We're doing all kinds of things to help you become. Thank you, Shar, for to not only get your 6, but help your people get 6. I've had people in one day sign up 9 people. So Club 6 isn't that hard if you put your mind to it. While everybody else is partying and enjoying, it's like every year we get to party. Every year is the holidays. Every year we do the same thing over and over again. Do something different. Start the year with your own business. with the support and mentorship that we have to give you. So back to you, Muzaffar.
Sherry, the question that I have, right? If all of you are here, how many of you would have loved to have a couple that did a presentation last night for 50 people in the Philippines on your team? And I'm just going to ask you a question. And if you're not going, yes, I would love that. Let me tell you how it happened. It's exactly what Sherry's saying. Started from these Zooms. So let me explain, right? So in my business, I have a guy named Ben Bradshaw. Some of you guys have heard of Ben Bradshaw. Ben and his wife, Lauren, they introduced a guy to a presentation named Sean. So these Zooms, whether we do one-on-ones or we do live, we did a Zoom presentation with Sean. Sean introduced a guy named John. John, we did a Zoom presentation for. Now Sean and John have partnered and they went to work. Sean went to the Philippines, caught a flight and went to the Philippines, brought a couple, a husband and wife, to see Viago. They were in like other companies that just didn't have good results. And they saw Viago flipped out. Their first presentation had 15. The second presentation had 50. Now, this was happening in the Philippines while I was sleeping. And I just want you to understand that I don't know who these people are. It's a positive problem. I want that for all of you. But how does it happen? You have to do the presentation for Sean in order for what happened in the Philippines to happen. And do you know how many presentations Ben has done where he's heard people say, no, not for me, not now, no, thank you. And it hurts. But then he got a yes from Sean, and Sean got a yes from John. And when Sean went to the Philippines, John went to India. And you're going, this is insane, Muzaffar. I'm telling you exactly what happened. John goes to India and gets a guy that's a lawyer in India. And the guy flew and was just at my house 5 days ago from India. None of these things have anything to do with me other than the fact that I helped with the presentations of the Zooms. And that's the difference, is we're all doing Zooms and we're doing one-on-ones and we're doing home presentations and we're meeting with people. So if you looked at the schedule and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure that I'm on these presentations so I can hear this over and over and over again. Like the lady you were talking about, Sarah, and you said, Sherry, she's been on multiple presentations, right? And she's been in real estate. Well, that explains it. Like realtors, the way that they're, from what I know, I have a lot of friends that are realtors and they're smart. They learn the information over and over again. And I'm guessing this is a smart lady that's going, I'm going to get the information over and over again. Sherry, so if you're saying she's been on 2 or 3 presentations, it's amazing when you find like-minded people that understand that the more they hear, the more they learn. The more they learn, the more they can communicate. And the quality of our life is in direct proportion with your ability to communicate with another human being. Listen, do you know what I want for all of you in 2026 is for you to have a sales team in multiple countries, not just the country that you live in. I want you to have a team around the world, but it's going to start from your country, the people you know, presentations you do. Now, I gave you guys an example of me reaching out to Gigi. You could do that with people you don't know because it's free. Like, do you understand? You could send people messages that you don't know. And let's say that Gigi sent me a message back saying, hey, I don't like you messaging me. You look crazy. I don't like the way you dress. I don't like your shirt choices. Who do you think you are? And my response would be, oh my God, I'm so sorry I offended you by asking if you were keeping your career options open. I wish you the best. Have a great day. Wave, right? I would wave and then I'd hit delete and block. And then you know what? There's another 6 billion people on Facebook or Instagram that I could reach. And it doesn't matter because I'm never going to see her again. Never, never, not never. But what happens is people take it so personally. And everybody goes, Muzaffar, do you know, I've had people sit there and say, Muzaffar, I don't know anybody. And I go, great, can you do this? I'm not a typer. Yesterday, I saw this guy and he was typing amazing. And it was like, it sounded like this. And I'm going, oh my God, like I can't type. I two finger. So if you're as bad as me, you could two finger type someone a message. And then what you do is you copy it. Well, Muzaffar, how do I copy it? I know some of you are laughing. You can highlight it. What does highlight mean? Okay, we will teach you if you don't know. There are some people that don't know this stuff. You guys think I'm crazy, but there really are. We can teach you how to highlight a message, copy it, and you could paste it and change the name. Let me tell you something. I love realtors. You know why? Because they hear no. They do open houses, they do presentations, they have no shows, they're literally like they're developed. But the challenge is in between escrows, they're out of a job. Like so my friends that are realtors, they're like, Muzaffar, this is the in-between money. I'm okay with spending the next year to 2 years in between my houses building this, because over time this will bring me residual and my houses will be extra. Right now, my houses will feed me, and this will be extra. Over time, this will feed my lifestyle. You know how cool it's going to be when I sell a house and that money is extra? So if you guys know realtors, I'm telling you, this is amazing for them. Anyways, Sherry, what I'll tell everyone is that the Zooms that we're doing, so we've got Zooms all week, right? And there's a schedule for all of them. And if any of you want to know what our schedule is and you're going, how do I access everything? I'm going to show you, right? So we have a site, which if you go here and you go to Elite Synergy System, right? It's a site that you can access everything. Playbook is the event that's happening in Arizona. I'm letting all of you know that it's mandatory if you want success. If success is mandatory, this has to be mandatory, right? But anyways, you can go here and the quick coach, which all of you should look at, the quick coach, it shows you how to get into your back office, how to log into Club Viago, book hotels, book a cruise, rental cars, flights, everything, escapes, like everything that you could think of, like your commissions, all of the above, anything that you want is actually in here. Now, the other thing that I'll tell you is when you go back to home, and you go to, let's say, our events, right? So you go to events. This is opportunity presentations right here. We do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this is what Sherry does. She sets this up in her appointments, like in her. Hey, do you guys hear a loud beep? Or you guys are not hearing that? Do you guys hear a beep? Okay. Sorry. My daughter, so I have a refrigerator in my office. My daughter came and grabbed some drinks, some sodas, and left the door open. And that thing's going to keep beeping. Sherry, if you could quickly talk about the schedule, it's going to take me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
If you look in the chat, everyone, Shar, thank you again for helping. We have the playbook flyer. You want to copy that. And we also have the information. It's real important to know that we have till the 26th to book your hotel and still get the hotel rates.
Oh.
So yeah, she just posted that also. Thank you so much, Shar.
Guys, you have to book. Sorry, Sherry, you have to book your hotel. Listen to me right now. The price is way lower than anywhere else you can get. And this Omni Hotel, it's in Tempe. Tempe is like a college town area. There's a bunch of restaurants and bars and all that stuff that's around there. But this hotel is one of the nicest hotels there, and the price is less than anywhere else. It's going to sell out. It's going to sell out, and you're going to kick yourself for not doing it sooner. And the price is going to go away. You have to book it before the 26th, or it goes away. Like the pricing, I'm doing my best to try to negotiate to keep it longer, but I'm just letting all of you know right now. You have to. Sorry, Sherry. You're muted. That one wasn't me.
Thank you. No, you're not playing games with me.
No, Rika did it because I was muting her. She muted you.
Well, and the other thing, I think all of you that are brand new are seeing that we have a lot of fun. You know, this community is what I always dreamt about in my entire career, where people from all walks of life, all around the world, working together with the same goal of helping people become successful. Because the only way you can succeed in our business is by helping others. And I've always said this, and it's one of the things that I love reminding people. Imagine your boss could not get a raise unless they helped you. Wouldn't that change your boss's mentality? Wouldn't they treat you better? Wouldn't they show you things better? Wouldn't they praise you more instead of finding everything wrong with you? They'd find things that are right. And some of you are shaking your head and you're like, yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Well, guess what? That's Viago. That's Viago. Everyone here celebrates. And that's why it's so important to either be a Playbook in Phoenix, Arizona, or in Dubai. And
come to Colombia. Come on, Sherry. Come on.
And
I'm gonna be at all three.
And you know what? I admire you for that, because that is bringing your best to the table, and that's something that I highly recommend, because Muzaffar, he doesn't have to do this. Like, he's at a state of life where he has the luxuries that most people dream about. And yet he's on the field, and he's your quarterback, and he's throwing us the ball. And I know you're cracking up right now, because there was one time I even asked him, I said, Muzaffar, because I didn't understand football. And I said, how is it that when you throw the ball, because we would always on Saturday night have a football game, and I'm the cheerleader on the sideline. I have to admit, I'm not a football player, but I asked him, I said, how is it that you throw the ball and miraculously somebody runs across, catches the ball, and goes and gets a touchdown? And
she said, how are they in the right place, Muzaffar, every time?
I was serious. And he said, it's because we have a playbook. And that's what we have coming up, 3 of them to start out 2026. Most people fail because they don't have the plays. And not only are you going to get the plays from Muzaffar, myself, and some of the top leaders in the company are all going to be there. People that have all made 7-figure incomes in this industry, teaching you the plays. So that's why we're so excited about it. So thank you for teaching me all about the playbook and how to, because I see it now. I see everyone needs a win. Everyone needs to be able to get that touchdown feeling. And one of the things we used to do, and I admire, you're just, it wasn't just the big guys that would get the touchdowns. Muzaffar would make sure that kids got a touchdown. We'd have all the kids on the field, women that have never, ever crossed and gotten a touchdown. So it's like, if you're sitting here going, oh, that's only for the big players. No, you will be amazed at some of the top stories at Playbook of people like Helen from Africa, who just went Blue Diamond, which there's a lot of people on this call that got to meet Helen. If you met Helen in Barcelona, raise your hands, or you met her anywhere in the world. This woman is coming in and is going to be one of the speakers. Then you have Carlos from Columbia who won the contest. He's going to be on stage. I mean, and it's a big contest. We'll tell you more about it at Playbook, but he's going to be sharing the stage. So you're going to have all this leadership pouring their hearts out, telling you every single success tip that they have or we have to share with you so that you can be a success in 2026. We're going to give you shortcuts. You don't have to go through all the roller coaster rides that we went through. We're going to tell you, instead of getting scared when you're on your way down, enjoy the ride, because guess what? You're going to hit the bottom and you're going to pop back up. So for some of you that may be going, 2026 wasn't, or 2025 wasn't the best for me. That's part of the downhill cycle. You're going to hit that up. And that's what we're going to show you. And we're going to cheer you on in a way you probably have never, ever been cheered on before. So I'm so excited about this call. And thank you, Ms. Offer, for your time. I know this is for all of you, and I appreciate all of your time, because this makes such a difference in your career, is hanging out with successful people. I always tell people, if you're not having a good day, who are you hanging out with? Get on one of these calls. In fact, I even posted in here, is your gas tank running on empty? We get on these calls to get filled back up. It's the gas that gets us going. You can't be on this call and feel bad. I don't care what's happened to you today or last week. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can't stop looking backwards. It's like when people say, I'm not going anywhere, it's because you're looking backwards. Got to look forward. Let the past be, let it go. It's too much work carrying a backpack full of all the challenges you've had in life. Let it go. Let's fly. Let's make this the biggest year. I've never been so excited about a year. I'm sure you can feel my enthusiasm, because I'm pouring into you saying it's possible to have the best year of your life. Just show up. Get trained. Take notes. I mean, I every time Ms. Offer's talking, I'm writing down, because it's filling my gas tank so that I can give more to all of you. So
And guys,
I can't wait.
And I'll tell you this, is when you're presenting and the presentations are happening, when the presentation is done, it's going to be your excitement, your enthusiasm. And right now in December, that special getaway gift, if you don't show excitement about it, people are going to miss out. And then later on, they're going to go, when they finally figure out what it really is, they're going to look at you and go, why didn't you tell me it was that good? Why didn't you tell? I would have spent $200, 200. I'd have spent it just to and you're going to have people regret it. I'm just letting you know. So number one, you have to be excited, like Sherry's saying, about where we're headed. Number two, pay attention. Number three, make the decision that we're going to finish this and complete this one. And then what we'll do is we'll help you every step of the way. We'll do the presentations with you. We'll guide you. We'll train. We'll do all of it, and make Playbook mandatory. Make it mandatory. So it's Saturday. Now that we're done, don't be done. Start, right? Start. Make a list. Who am I going to contact? I'm going to get them on the next Zoom. I'm going to set up a private Zoom. If I was the lady Sherry's talking about that's connected with Rika Sarah, I would be calling Rika afterwards and going, all right, let's put our plan together. This is the timings I have. I have real estate showings here. What do you have? All right, let's carve out this time. I'm going to have a team. I like what that guy said about having teams all across the world. I know people in different, whatever it is, this is what I would be doing. If I was newer on this Zoom, I'd be calling a lot of you wait for the person to call you. I'd be calling them, the person and I'd go, hey, listen, let's go. That was me, just so you guys know. And I've always been that person. And Sherry, thank you again for a great day today and a great training. And listen, I can't wait for you to be training in Playbook. I'm excited to see you in a football jersey. That's going to be kind of cool, because, Sherry's going to be talking some sports. which is it's listen, and I'm proud of you. I really am. Like, she would during football, we'd score a touchdown. Sherry would go 3-pointer. I'm like, wait, Sherry, wait, that's basketball. Wait, that's a different one. And now she's got all of them correctly. Like, she'll throw in a baseball analogy, she'll throw in a football analogy, and I'm going, look at you. And so I'm excited to see you in a football jersey at 72 years young. That's going to be amazing. And I know you're going to rock it. I know Carlos is going to rock it. I know Helen's going to rock it. I know, Matt and Eric G are going to absolutely rock it. And I got wind Troy Brown is coming to town and he's going to be there. And if you don't know, he was an anesthesiologist. Troy is somebody that's one of the most humble, incredible individuals I know, built an amazing business. For the last year of his life, he's been fighting a serious cancer situation. And he's almost fully on the other side. But we talked the other day and he's like, Muzaffar, I'm coming. Like, I'm coming. And if somebody that's fighting life is finding a way to come, that tells you how important this community is. And this guy knows how to build teams. And he's going through one of the hardest times of his life where most people would sit there and say, I'm not going to focus on business, but this community is what he loves. This community changed his life. It's given him a residual income. He's always about giving back. He's coming. Like, the playbook is going to be insane. Enjoy your Saturday, everyone. Much love and respect to all of you. Have a great day. We'll see all of you soon, and God bless.